Alright, I'm making this video for a guy on the Facebook group, Joe, I believe. Asking me about my tune with the Monster 8S and the 2.5 turn motor. So I have it all written down, so I'll show you through the Castle link. So you go to motor, make sure you turn this all on. Blah blah blah. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so that's on. Cheat mode on. Yes, okay. Custom. Okay, so this is I ran 1.99 at 72 GNSS time with this setup, and I mean, this is what worked for me in my traxxas. So it might not work for everybody, but hopefully it does. But if it's a starting point for you, that's awesome. Okay, 91. So this car you should see on the logs, I believe 115,000 RPM. So yeah, that's how I had it. Now the can timing on the motor was at 25, 27. But yeah, so this is how I had it here in the Castle link. I used the M17, so he's using the radio link, so I don't know if that'll match. I know nothing about that. So if you can't play with the throttle curve in your radio, Joe, you're gonna have to come and mess with it here. So I'll change this to curve. And as long as you have your like a point or like a launch and then your ramp, that should be all right. Should work the same doing it this way. So this I'd have in my radio and I'll control it there. So what I would do is I'll grab the center here and I'll drag it all the way about to here. So the second box, and just use the corners. So 1, 2. So it'll be really soft here. The car's gonna act really soft. Put your launch to, I believe I was launching, like my first point was like 36. But start lower, start like around 25, and just see how the launch is going. If it's hooking and going, like I said, I had it up with the prep and everything. I had it up to 36 off the launch. So do your pass. If the car's hooking, like I said, it's not breaking tire and you're going like this, you're fine. After you come back and you get your cool down, just start bringing this back up. So go to the next square, to the edge of it, leave your point the same, do your pass, see what happens. As you bring this up more, of course your radio is going to be, it's going to act different to the throttle, so it's going to make more power. Another thing before I forget to tell you is your throttle, I believe it was dual rate. I've never went past 95% on that dual rate of the throttle on your radio. So on this run that I did, it was at 95. So play with it between 85, 90, and 95. 100 for the 2.5 turn, it's just gonna be way too much. So again, I'll just leave it like 90 and make my way up from there. Once I get this curve figured out at that time of the day, and then I'll just move it up again and again. Once you start going this way, it'll be like a positive curve, so it's gonna make way more power, because you're getting to 100 faster, right? This is how I'll do it on my radios. It's, for me, that's what worked for me. It could be wrong. So then there's other ways to do it too. Guys will do it like, you know, they'll have something like this, and you can try all that stuff. Your radio is a lot different than mine, so hopefully this helps you. Like, well, now just doing crazy stuff. There you go. Okay, so hopefully that kind of helps you. And then, like I said, just keep going that up all the time. And what else? That's about it, really. Tuning wise, that's how I got there. Just move that. Throttle curve, start low. It's not gonna be crazy, just make your way up. Actually, let me show you. Can I pull up a log through here? No. I want to show you a log of something, so you can see what to look for also on the log. Let's see, let's grab this. Okay, this is for a different motor, different setup, but it'll give you an idea of so let's make this a little bit bigger again, and I'll show you. Hopefully this one, hopefully I have one that doesn't have too much of this craziness going on. Okay, so your RPM is gonna be this one here. See how it's climbing nice, and then okay, so when you're looking at your log, so every pass you do, I want you to check this out, your log. So see how it's nice and climbing like this? That's what you want. So right here, at this point right here, must have been when all the timing was fully engaged and it spun the tire. But you see how it's still, can I bring that over? Yeah, okay. Oh, that just went crazy. That didn't work how I wanted it to. Oh, let's go back. There you go. Okay, so that's the RPM. It's spun here. You can tell. See how, like, you know, it looks like a little, it kind of falls off here. So kind of spun here, took off again. Basically, you want to see just smooth. You don't want none of these little, you know, if it's small like this, it's fine, but you kind of want to have it like smooth all the way. Like if this was smoother here, it would have been even faster. Let's see. Did we had other passes on here, I believe. Let's see. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Just so I can show you what I'm talking about. When you have those spikes, and that's when you're spinning. Oh, this one, look at this one here. Should be all right. So you see how this RPM, see how nice and smooth that is? If you can get that, once you get this, you know the time is gonna be really good. It's too bad because I saved these all together, but yeah, this is all in between 194 and all 19 passes on this log file here. But yeah, so look at this. This is gonna help you, and then as you move that curve, like I told you, it's gonna help you fix this. And then of course you're gonna have to play with your ramp and stuff. I don't know if you have a sheets, like I was using a negative 95 with the 2.5, but remember that's when you're starting to hook up and stuff like that. You always got to be making the changes, and but it's a guideline, I guess, for you. Try, see if it works. I don't know too much about that radio, but you can start somewhere here. Hopefully it helps you out, Joe, and anybody else. Anyways, Thanks for watching, guys. Also, don't forget, get yourself some of these reds, yellows. Throw away those reactions then. These are the shit.